Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Welcome to day 45 on the Appalachian Trail. It's hard to believe, 45 days, man. It's gone by quick and slow at the same time. See, we got a little view of the mountains, still some heavy clouds over there. Didn't get a lot of video yesterday, guys. I woke up in the morning, it was raining, and it stopped for all of about maybe 5 minutes. I tried to dry out my tent at one point when it stopped, and then it just started downpouring and it never stopped. The trail was a muddy mess. By the time I got to Roan Mountain, my hands were so pruned and my body was so cold, like I was shivering. I just kept moving, just try to stay warm. I got down into Roan Mountain. I got off the trail a couple miles early at a gap, was able to get a ride. All the hostels were booked. The Mountain Harbor B&B, I guess they got hit and destroyed pretty bad. They have openings, but pretty much just a tent. That wasn't going to do me any good because my tent was soaking wet. So I called the Appalachian station at 19E. Very popular. They have their own bar in there. It's just beer, all kinds of beers. I didn't get in there till probably 6:30. Full house. Like they had a spot for me to sleep on the floor and down by the bar. I was fine with that. It was like a little living room area. It was me and 5 other guys. Must have been like 35 people there last night or so. It was packed. JD and Tanya, they were amazing. Ordered the food. I got a picture of it. It was the hiker mac and cheese. Basically a phenomenal mac and cheese with chicken tenders on it and bacon, garlic parmesan chicken tenders. It was really good. Was able to get a shower, and that was about it. Like, I was exhausted. I wasn't trying to do much else. Was able to get just a little bit of laundry done. Basically, hung up my tent so I could dry it for a little bit. It still didn't dry all the way, but it's mostly dry, so it'll be good enough. Had a phenomenal breakfast this morning. They have these muffins. I don't even know what kind of muffins they were. Some of the best muffins I ever had. And then it was biscuits and gravy, bacon, and scrambled eggs. Definitely a great place. Picked up a few little supplies I needed. Got a good night's rest, a dry, warm night's rest. Because I'm not saying hypothermia, but I was cold. Probably one of the worst I've been because I was just drenched from head to toe. Everything was soaked. The trail, like I said, I fell probably 4 or 5 times on the trail because it was so muddy going up. It was like a creek coming down. My hands and everything were so wet I couldn't even unlock my phone at times to try to check. So yeah, it was a rough day, but we made it through, got out of it. We're pushing on, leaving Roan Mountain, already on the trail. It's about 10 a.m. Pushing towards the next town will be Hampton, but I'm going past that to Boots Off. I tried to book something, but it looked like all they had were tent spots, so we'll see. I'll try to look at it a little later. Right now, I just want to get the miles in. I think it's only not even maybe 30 miles to there, so I want to try to hit that by tomorrow if I can. So much closer to Damascus. That way I can try to, hopefully, maybe not even, I don't know, we'll have to see. I'd like to not have to shuttle to Damascus. I'd like to be able to walk in. Might not get the trail days till Friday afternoon. That's okay. It goes on Saturday as well. So anyway, we'll see. Right now we're going to hit this trail. And again, I apologize. Roan Mountain and everything, it was walking in a white cloud. You couldn't see anything. So between the rain and the cloud and the fog, there was nothing. I would like to come back and hike this area when I know it's going to be a clear day, maybe in the fall sometime. I think that would be amazing, especially all the balds that you go over. But yesterday, nah, it wasn't happening. It was just rain and cold. It was windy. The winds were like 25 miles an hour up there. It blew some people over, the gusts that were coming through. So, yeah, everybody got out of the mountains yesterday around here. So anyway, we're going to get back on this trail, and hopefully we got some cool things coming up. Hard enough to believe, but we have another big milestone coming up. And we also have, looks like a couple of waterfalls coming up. So that'll be cool to see. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you later. Well, much better views today, and the weather's so far better, much better. Sun's out, there's some dark clouds over there. It did call for thunderstorms coming up, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it averts us or dissipates. But yeah, just had to stop for a second, fixing to go back into the woods. Been walking through these grassy meadows. Gorgeous out there. All right, guys. Up on this grassy bog, we got a beautiful view there. And look at that. Yeah, that's what we were in, surrounded by rain and clouds and fog yesterday. You can see over there. Part of it still is. It was terrible yesterday though. But today is a much better day. All right, guys, I'll catch up to you later. This is how it's been, guys. And you can see it's pretty bad in this area. Took a bunch of pictures earlier of the really bad areas. Now I gotta climb through all that. So, all right, I'm gonna put you up so I can not hurt myself. This is gonna be fun. All right, well, let's figure this out. So basically I had to climb over 2 of them, take my pack off, throw it under there, and crawl under that just to get through it. I knew I wasn't fixing to try to jump My luck, I'd break my ankle and be screwed. Oh, better be smart. Safety first, guys. Safety first. All about the safety around here. But yeah, as you can see, definitely a lot more damage in this area than I realized. So that was one of the harder blowdowns I've had to cross in a while. So somebody had said this whole area was cleared, though that definitely wasn't. But that one looks fairly new compared to some of the rest. So, but I mean, you can still see there's still plenty more. It's wild. But, you know, we're making it. Good thing I'm short. I can just duck through those. See, sometimes in life, being shorter has its advantages. Holy cow. I was just talking to this guy. He's from North England. He was at the hostel last night. I've ran into him a couple times. He did part of this last year. And he said this whole area he had to skip because these blowdowns were so bad there was no way across them. So, I mean, they have cleared it up some, but some of it they have not. So, pretty wild. And I just found out, I think I might have said it earlier, the ferry I took across from Uncle Johnny's over the Nolichucky River that washed away that bridge. Found out this morning they can't do the ferry right now because we got so much rain. That area is about maybe 40 miles away, but so much rain in the mountains came down, the river started flooding again. So the sandbar he dropped me off and I walked across is completely underwater and the water's moving too fast. So they can't do that. So they either have to shuttle around or wait it out or walk around. And it's not safe to walk around because all the rock trucks and stuff. So glad we got across it when we did. Now we're just gonna keep going through this. Looks like that was the bigger climb, the steeper climb for the day. And for a little while, hopefully. Really gonna try to push to get past Hampton by tomorrow to possibly stay at Boots Off Hostel on Lake Watauga, I think it is. And getting us closer and closer to Damascus, guys. So, all right. Starting to go downhill, so try to pick up a little speed. I'll get with y'all in a bit. Walking along the Elk River. There's still so much debris. You can see how The water got all the way up here. There's debris in the trees. Debris there. There's some across the river. It's crazy. The water's moving pretty good. I'm assuming from all the stormy weather we had. But yeah, this is a trail, just walking next to it. If it wasn't going so fast, it wasn't so rough looking, I might take a little dip. It's a little warm. I'm sure that water's cold. All right, guys. Mountaineer Falls. Nice little spot. There's apparently camping right up there. But we're pushing on. One last little nice view today. Been in the woods, 0 cell reception, but almost a camp, I hope. There's a tent spot. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the end of day 45 on the Appalachian Trail. It might be a little noisy. We are next to this creek. I had to find a camp spot. It was already 7 o'clock. Got about 14 miles. We got a late start today, though. Last night, like I had said, I had stayed at the Appalachian station at 19E. Fantastic hostel, great hosts, great food. They were very behind, very packed. I actually slept on the floor, my air mattress. There was a few of us that did, but got us out of that nasty weather. It was a bad thunderstorms coming through. Dried my tent out, but we had to wait for them to shuttle us back to the trail this morning. They had so many people, it was in groups, so we didn't even get started till after 10:30 this morning, almost 11. Still got 14 miles in though, so that was good. Tomorrow, pushing to get to Boots Off Hostel at Lake Watauga, I think it is. I'm gonna try to get up early in the morning, break down, and just hit the road. Or the trail. So, like I said, we are next to this beautiful creek. We are all set up. So, today was a big day. We finally are done with North Carolina. So, that's a huge plus. Like I said before, when you first get into North Carolina, and you start getting up, especially by the Smokies, the trail just weaves in and out. You're 1 minute you're in North Carolina, the next you're in Tennessee. So, but we are officially done with North Carolina. So that is 2 states down. So, and pretty soon we'll be done with Tennessee. I think I only have maybe 60 miles left of Tennessee. I'm not sure how I'm going to be, if I'm going to be able to make it. I might have to, for trail days, I might have to take a shuttle and then come back and finish some of it. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Like I said, really trying to hit Boots Off. If it's possible, I'll probably have to camp at Boots Off. That's fine. I don't care. I still get to use the amenities. But I might try to squeeze in with a group that's doing some aqua blazing on the lake. So what that does is you do 8 miles canoe or kayak, and it cuts out 21 miles on the trail. To some people that's cheating, but to me, it's what I want to do. If the opportunity arises, it's not too expensive, I'm going to do it. I know people do it in Virginia, so you know what? This is my trip, my journey. I'm going to do what I want. I don't care what anybody else thinks. So, yeah, we're going to see about doing that. Before I forget, not only did we finally cross off North Carolina off of our list, We hit 400 miles today on the AT. I wish I could have posted something. I took pictures and video. However, I have not had cell service the entire day. As you can see, I'm basically in this forest. There is zero cell service. I can't even really get a message out on my Garmin to my mom, let her know. I was able to let her know that I was camping or I was okay. But that's the last message I could get out. So couldn't send messages to anybody else. Like I said, I've checked all day. My phone has just been completely without reception. Anytime you're down in these lower parts like this, you have zero reception. So anyway, I just finished eating dinner. Yummy meal of some roast beef ramen and a couple Slim Jims, and then I'm gonna have a little treat. Finished and drying off some of my stuff. It rained just a little bit today. It was actually a pretty nice day, a little warm, but that was fine. A lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was rainy, downpouring, rainy and cold. So yeah, I was drying out the rest of my tent, the inside. So looks like it's all good to go. I'm gonna set myself up, probably work on some videos because I have nothing else to do. The only unfortunate thing is there's really nowhere for me to hang a bear bag. So I'm probably gonna take a chance and sleep with my food tonight. We'll see how that goes. But everywhere I look, there's nowhere to hang one. So it is what it is. Hopefully no bears are around. I haven't seen any signs of anything. So, and I've looked on far out, nobody's mentioned. The only one they mentioned was a shelter, and that was like 20 miles back behind me. They had an issue with the juvenile bear around there. So hopefully he stays away. He's not near me. But, you know, we'll deal with it when it happens. Hopefully nothing happens, but should be fine. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get ready for bed. I hope you all enjoy your Tuesday. Huge day for me today. I wish I would have got more miles in, but with the later start, and I was starting to, you know, as you can see, it doesn't seem like it's getting dark, but it's definitely getting dark. And there were looked like storms rolling in, but it looks like they dissipated, which is good. So anyway, I'm going to finish up what I'm doing and get ready for bed, and I will see y'all in the morning. Have a good night.